So this is a comment and question from Travis Healy, and he's responding to the video I did about answering the question if Macs are best for video and photo editing. Now it's basically a comment and then a comment kind of question there. He says, I would like to point out something that is factual that I feel you overlook, understate in your video while arguing over interface or what is easier for one to use is just subjective semantics. One thing that has to be underlined in your statement regarding equivalent hardware. With the large margins on the hardware you purchase from Apple, an equivalent performing computer, laptop, mobile, GPU, or CPU rather, would run at least $1,000 less, and we can call the cost of this software a wash. So an equivalently priced computer would have a significantly higher raw performance and throughput. Nothing new here. You have mentioned this in the previous videos. Okay, I'm going to stop at that point. This is a very common type of thing I run into with the comments all the time, so I simply am not going to give any opinion on this. So it's the second part of this statement / question that I wanted to address in this video. I understand the whole value of your time aspect thing that you often mention, but I cannot understand this with respect to the type of video production you do. I don't know if you use Final Cut software for other projects besides what you post here, but from what I see here, you magnificently perform in front of the camera with a continuous video. Bravo. I would have to edit the heck out of a vlog. So your workflow then essentially becomes drop the recorded file into the timeline of Final Cut, hit render and wait for it to finish and upload to YouTube. This type of workflow could be easily accomplished in any type of video compositing and rendering software, even something obscure such as Blender. As such, I can't comprehend how this then translates to an effective use of your dollar and time. This I will address. First off, the YouTube videos is only part of what I use Final Cut Pro for. I could use Premiere just as easily, by the way. And just for a matter of record, on my PC, I have a copy of Sony Vegas that I use from time to time. But that's not a real word. I keep wanting to say that word. Regardless, here's the thing, and here's the drill. Not only do I make YouTube videos, but I also am in the process of making professional training videos for the software that I sell. And this requires quite a bit more. Now, going a step further in Final Cut, it allows the use of what's called plugins. And one of the plugins I use is called Morph Cut. If I do my job right, you would actually not notice a jump cut. What I try to avoid is jump cuts as much as possible. And this is something very common in the world of YouTube videos, is the jump cut. I'm not a big fan of jump cuts at all, but sometimes it's just really hard not to do that. So I have a plugin called Morph Cut, and basically it makes that jump cut look seamless to the eye. I also use a host of audio plugins and color correction plugins. Hopefully, if we do our job right as a YouTube content creator, what our editing shouldn't be in your face. It should be a nice, continuous type of video. Yes, I could probably get by on something a little bit less powerful, but why should I? Because I have other video projects that I'll be working on in the future outside of using or uploading videos to YouTube. So there's also the audio plugins that I use, compression and de-essers, and all these kind of plugins come with Final Cut. So that's something you may not really realize when you're watching a video, but hopefully a content creator is also doing a lot of heavy audio editing as well, giving you a great visual and audio experience. This is something you really don't get in consumer level type of video editors. So they may have some here and there, and I also make extensive use of the scopes. The vector scope, the RGB parade, for example, histograms. There's other scopes that I use that's very, very important to try to match color and make sure flesh tones and all that work out right. So I do care about the editing of my videos. Hopefully this addresses your question.